Hello everybody, Raptor King of the West here, and today we are back in Minecraft Dinosaurs, and today there's a cow in my house. And there's a reason she's in my house, actually. It's because I don't want to lose her, because she is, I believe, without a reasonable doubt, that she is the first cow, actually, that we got. Like, it's the one that we've been getting milk from for a long time, which means she needs a name, especially because we have a lab now, which means she can get an office. So, everybody welcome Dr. Bo Vine. Dr. Bo will have an office down here as soon as I actually work on it. Our chicken farm has been doing decently. We got that last episode. And I'm checking. I did collect the eggs. Today, we're going to be making a Sarcosuchus enclosure. I am only moderately sure that I am pronouncing that correctly. But we're going to find out. We're going to walk a bit. Am I going to carry this chest the whole way? We're going to walk a bit. We're going to walk... Oh, we're going to get a leg spike, apparently. We're going to walk down here. And then I'm going to teleport to the waypoint that I've set up for where I want to put the Sarcosuchus enclosure. And the reason I want to take a bit of a walk is I want to show you guys that I've started working on this again. I've started shaping it to be a bit more natural, and then I think I want to get some andesite and some slabs and stairs in here, make it all natural. One thing I'm really happy I did, I set this in a bit so that we could actually see down there. I think it'd be cool to make it like an amber mine or something like that. I think that could be a lot of fun. And I went all the way down. I don't know if you're a pig from up there or a pig from down there. I'll have to check later. Went all the way down, whole way, just made all the terraforming a little bit more natural. All our nautiluses are actually inside the pond for once. That's nice to see. And yeah, that's how that's going. I'm pretty proud of it. And what direction is the build site? Over here. It's this way. 180 blocks this way. Now, I have a really fun idea for this enclosure, because it is a Sarcosuchus, which last time we had in a fully aquatic enclosure, which wasn't really fair to it. It lives in tropical environments, namely along, or tropical to temperate environments, mainly along, like, rivers and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna dig it a pond and then give it some blocks around that. And I have a really fun idea for a part of the enclosure. So this here, while I eat my bread, this is where I want our enclosure to be. I think that this is a good area for it. We're finally getting more stuff on this side because we have... If we consider this like our marker, because I have no bridge yet, we've really been focusing over here. We have 2 enclosures over here. Nothing over here. We're going to change that. We are going to change that, finally, after all this time. This is an aquatic enclosure. I have 2 buckets. I'm going to fill these with water now. Conveniently, we do have a water source right nearby, so that's good. And then I kind of want to make it sort of like an amphitheater. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm going to need a new shovel. I should have made a new shovel before coming over. Let's just... Hold on. I feel like... We'll go this way a bit more. Yeah, I think that this is a good plan. And we're just gonna go with it. I'm fully going to admit, I do expect a bit lower viewership on this video and the next couple Minecraft Dinosaurs videos. Mostly just because Hightail came out, which is super awesome. Super happy about that. It does look really cool. It is not in the budget for me to record, so we are going to be playing Minecraft. We're going to be playing Minecraft. We're just going to do what I've been doing. Because why not? I've been having fun. You guys have been having fun, and I'm so glad that you're all joining me. I'm really happy to see how the channel has been doing over recent times. That's been really awesome. Yeah, I'm rambling now. I'm rambling. I don't know what to say. Okay. I should have brought some blocks to make some rocks inside of the, water part of the enclosure. Which I think actually maybe we'll just have be that whole thing. So hold on, let me top layer glass this. Okay, going from there. Okay. And then that is gonna... There we go. Okay. That's what I'm thinking here. And this is what's gonna suck, is that I have to fill... I want to fill this with water first. I want to fill this with water first. Because filling this after everything is dug is going to be an absolute nightmare. So, we're gonna do this now. I've learned from my mistakes in the past, mostly in the last world. We're gonna fill everything first. Throw those in there. Now this is all gonna go down, including this side's gonna get dug out. And then I'm gonna put seats and maybe a stage. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about a stage. I feel like picnic tables might actually be the way to go. First thing I'm gonna do, though, I actually want this to start a couple blocks down. Or just two, and then we'll start closing it in, just because I want to make sure that there is space for our Sarcosuchuses to swim. I want there to be enough depth for that to be an actual option for them. And yeah, I think... The thing is I do want it to look natural, but it also has to serve its purpose as a way for people to observe the creature. And in this case, that means that we need to be able to observe its behaviors. How much is left? 82. Is there a world where 82 is enough? I don't think so, if I'm being perfectly honest. Okay, let's... How far do I want this to go? Probably to there. Actually, this side I'm gonna let go there. Sort of just freehanding this, which I do fairly often, so that's fine. I think I've only planned out like 1 or 2 enclosures. I've planned out builds before. Both the lodge and the Arctic outpost were planned out beforehand. And those are our only 2 builds. I just realized. This wasn't planned out beforehand, and I'm quite proud of that. Yeah, that one, I am really surprised with that one. This one also wasn't planned out beforehand. I'm really happy with how that one turned out. Planning it out beforehand is not a requirement for success. What is a willingness to, touch it up later. I say that, but as I said, I have planned builds before recording on more than one occasion. I think for some of the less important buildings, like a food stand or a merchandise stand, I'm probably not going to plan those out beforehand. Just because that feels a little bit less necessary. It's a smaller build, so it's not like it's going to take multiple videos just to figure out... Can I stop swimming, actually? I want to be standing. There we go. First time I've ever been annoyed that I was swimming. Yeah, we're gonna need a new shovel very soon. Okay. There we go. Can I get all of them? Oh, that is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay. And then... It's only the 4. So can I break these with my fist without it being too painful? Gonna push my luck. Go, go, go. Okay. Then we're just gonna hop right back down with my currently iron pickaxe, because I had one laying around, and I didn't want to craft one. Fully a decision born by laziness. Truly, in every sense of the word. Good enough. Do we have it? Do we have it? Are we good? Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Okay. We still need a shovel, because I need to dig that all out and fill it in with glass. But that's okay. And we do have a waypoint here. So I'm not gonna walk back every time. The only reason we even have a waypoint to this one is because I actually scouted it out beforehand. You know what, while we're here. While we're here. Because this pickaxe isn't long for this world. Alright, there we go. Apparently I don't know how to make a pickaxe. Here we go. Here it is. You know, I can probably let Dr. Bo back outside at this point. Where is Dr. Bo? Dr. Vine, I guess. It would be last name. Dr. Vine. You are, you're allowed to be outside if you want. Okay, you don't want to be outside? That's fine. Feel free to explore, you know, get used to the lab where your office is located. You're gonna have a window, which is nice. I don't know who... I think I'll do, like, one office per floor until we get to the really big, areas. And I think next would be one of the chickens. There's no way to tell which chicken is oldest. So, one of the chickens is the oldest chicken. That chicken is gonna get the next office. And then, I think we got a sheep next after that. Oh, that's so weird. Hold on, is that gonna behave that way the whole way? No. At the bottom here, it's gonna remember how it's supposed to behave. That's so weird. If it wasn't a massive safety concern to have nothing between our guests and a Sarcosuchus, I would absolutely leave it like that. But, as I said, major safety concern, actually. I know, shocking. Okay, there we go. So now we have that, and I think we'll go a couple layers up glass above here. Then we're going to use granite walls around, and we're going to make it, we're going tropical. I grabbed some jungle saplings and some palm saplings. That should do the job. Do we do this side first? This side I want to be a bit more uniform. So I would count it out. 1, 2, 3. How low is that? Much lower. Let's just dig out the area for where the seats are, and maybe a picnic table would go good here, actually. Let's dig out our general idea, because we can place blocks back in later. I just want to see how this size is going to look. Okay, 3. I feel like 3 again, maybe? Okay, then we're gonna do the exact same thing we just did. Hopefully my vision for this one comes to life. Because right now we have a glass wall and a really ugly area, if I'm being perfectly honest. Okay. We're gonna go for 2. I think it'll be big enough. I don't know if it'll be big enough for a picnic table, but it will be big enough definitely for the amphitheater vibe that I mentioned. And then 2. Okay, there we go. And that is a weird half circle, which actually I'm pretty okay with. I was hoping for a less weird half circle, but I am actually kinda okay with that. Just gonna fill this in a bit, because that was rough. There we go. Okay, so if that's our area, that is our area, and this is... Let's finish up the enclosure side first. Let's finish up the enclosure side first before I get too ahead of myself on making everything nice and pretty on the other side. Now, these are carnivores, but we do now have the fish farm. So, or not fish. Why did I say fish? We have the chicken farm. I believe these are just committed carnivores. So, I don't think that they're like piscivores or anything like that. Yeah, I'm gonna find out one way or another. So, the question is do I have enough of these for the whole enclosure? I think I do. If I don't, it's not like it's super difficult to come by granite. It's a pretty common material. I think I would manage to find some if push came to shove and I had to go mine some. Not super happy that that's there, so I'm just gonna make it not there. Going for a really, really strange shape. I'm not concerned about them climbing over this wall. My only concern is that they might be capable of jumping out of water, which we've already accounted for by having 2 blocks out at the water side over here. That being 2 blocks up. If they can escape that, honestly, they deserve it. They can go ahead. I don't know where they're gonna go. Probably to hunt everything. I think Gus, which was our Sarcosuchus in the last world, was the only dinosaur to have a confirmed kill count. I don't think anything else's was confirmed. Speculated, perhaps. I will not say that there were not speculated incidents at our zoo, but there was not much that was confirmed. So, 2 block tall in most places, 1 block there, which I'm not super worried about. Didn't bring a gate, which is a bad idea. Let's look at this from down here. Yep, that is a water tank. I'm okay with it going from dirt to stone, but I kinda wish that I brought some... oh, I need bone meal. I need bone meal, I want ferns, and I want some blocks for rocks. So we're gonna go grab all of those things. Did I hear... oh, you know what? That wouldn't have been a skeleton shooting, that would have been the farm. The farm in the basement. Cobblestone. Our snow chest is this one. Tough. A whole stack of tough. Some andesite. I'm bored with some andesite. That's honestly probably enough. Then I need bone meal. Ooh, I only have 2 bone meal. We have 8 bones though. Now we have 26 bone meal. And we're gonna hop down here. Check on the chicken farm. Have everything cooking. Pretty good. So bottom one. Fern! There we go. What do you think of your office, Dr. Vine? Are you happy? It'll be reasonably big, but I am limited by the island size. Your office is gonna be 1 block, half a block shorter than this area is, but that will be fine. I'll make it work. I'll make it work, I promise. I promise. Alright. Throw everything in this chest blindly. Grab these. Nope, need this. Need this. Didn't grab a gate. Should have grabbed a gate. Didn't think this through very well. That's okay. That's okay. Alright. So, let's get you in. You. Okay, there we go. We have 3 palms. That's good. Then let's get a couple of these. You're not going to grow there. You're going to grow there. Yes, you are. And 1 more right there. Right there if I wait long enough. Okay. Then we'll have ferns growing and spreading. They should spread between everything. I think everything has got at least 1 connecting shadow. I think. Alright. 3 and 3. We can actually make this center bit, this here. Vaguely circular? No, wait, I ruined it. I ruined it. Where did I ruin it? Vaguely circular. Vaguely circular. Okay. I should have a plan, but I don't. I do, but I don't at the same time. Does that make sense? What am I doing? What am I? Okay. Let's think this through. Let's think this through. I'm gonna do this side while we hope that that tree grows. It will grow eventually. I just want it to grow before we got the Sarcosuchuses in the enclosure. Here we go. Grab some dirt. Just let's get this all to be dirt for now. Because I'm only going to be switching a bit of it out for not dirt. So it should be fine. Okay. So now, we need a staircase all the way down here. Okay. You know what? What I'm gonna do first. All of these are gonna be stairs. All of these are gonna be stairs, and hopefully I don't regret that decision. I can make changes, so I just want to get my idea into existence. So maybe there isn't... I don't know if I can fit a picnic table here. But the idea is that people can sit on the stone here. There will be some grass layers. And it'll be like... they'll be like big stairs, actually. And they can watch the Sarcosuchuses swim across and do whatever they're gonna do. Because I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't really know what their behaviors are gonna look like. Now, if I do that, that feels big enough, I think. Is that... Yeah. So that I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, I think I'll do a layer outside of this, but my idea is coming across, which I'm really happy with. Did I bring... I should have brought polished andesite stairs for the staircase down the center. I think that would have fit good for a path. Or no, you need to be bigger. There we go. And then, so this, see, my idea makes some semblance of sense, and I think it's nice. This would actually be a really nice place to be in real life, even with just normal animals that are ripping and tearing each other apart. You know what, I could put a small stage up here. I could. I very quickly moved on from the ripping and tearing each other apart comment. That's not normally what happens in zoos, but you know. Actually, maybe it is. I don't work in a zoo, so... Anyone who works in a zoo that wants to correct me on that... Stage is yours. Comment section down below. I'm kind of curious now, in a morbid way. I don't know. They're animals. So they are... I think it depends on how much the animals interact as a pack without being aggressive. Hey, it did grow. Because some animals are developed for... living in packs. Humans are pack animals for sure. But other animals are more adept for solitary conditions. So, I don't know how that would... Ooh, that feels a bit tight over here. Up here feels a bit tight, so let's not break dirt with a pickaxe, how about? Okay. Do they... I think they have to go... Like, this has to go out a block further to not feel tight. Yeah. Because that, from the top, looks tighter than it does down here. But if I did that, that looks tight down here as well. So that is what I'm going to try and avoid. Okay. Nope, that's not the way around I wanted that. I'm so glad that these don't turn into cobblestone stairs. That would have been the most annoying feature on Earth. I am glad that Mojang did not do that to us. See, is that? I'm liking that. I'm liking how that's looking. These top two are a little bit closer together than these two, but I think that's fine. Especially because this is all super unplanned. So we're sort of just going with what we get. And so far, I'm liking what I've got. It seems like it would actually be a really nice, really peaceful space to be in. Aside from the giant prehistoric lizards, which I think that's a bonus. You know, who doesn't want to see giant prehistoric lizards? It's the whole reason you're coming to this zoo, really. For being realistic here. At the end of the day, no one is coming to this zoo to see a normal Minecraft sheep. Right? No one's coming here for pandas. We're coming here for the Tyrannosaurus Rex and the Velociraptors and the Pachyrhinosauruses. The creatures that you don't get at a regular zoo. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on your zoo. I think some zoos have, like, animatronic dinosaurs, which is a pretty cool thing. But an animatronic dinosaur is not the same thing as an actual live dinosaur, which we also don't have because this is, you know, Minecraft, but a man can dream. 6, because we need 2 here. That is my axe. 2 here. And just make that look a little bit better. There we go. Do the exact same thing here. There we go. 2 there. And then just use the rest as full blocks, I suppose. Just get a little bit of a pathway going. And that pathway is going to come all the way down to there. Throw a couple out. Just feels more natural that way. There we go. I'm liking it. I am liking it. Where did those come from? There we go. Okay. Wish it wasn't raining. Always wish it wasn't raining. That is a near constant wish of mine. Can I take... Nope, fern's still very much so not grabbable. Where did that come from? I feel like... Okay. Magical dirt. Anyway, I'm just gonna come down here. We're gonna dig that out. And make it a small little stage. I'm feeling... What am I feeling? Palm. We're gonna go with some Paleoraphe woods. I know that's not what they call it anymore, but it's what it is to me. The slabs will work. That's what it is to me. That's what they used to call it in the mods. Before they changed it. I don't actually know why they changed it. I'm sure there's a reason. There we go. So now we do have a little stage. So a zoo staff member could come down here and like teach a bunch of children on a field trip about all sorts of dinosaur stuff and the giant lizards that'll be behind them. Yeah. This needs to be dug out a bit more so that there's space to sit. Okay. I am liking this. I really am. Grab all of that. Grab a fern to go back into storage. Okay. I think that's this enclosure done. I would have loved to put in like a picnic table down here, but I would have needed to make this like 3 times bigger, which just isn't happening. So we'll put a picnic table somewhere else. And benches, you know, I should start actually putting in little small environmental details like that. Do we have cropper trapdoors yet? No, we don't. That is unfortunate. Home. I'm also gonna grab a gate while I am here. Because I need some way into that enclosure, and the current system ain't really working. There we go. Dirt goes in there. Goes back where it was. Okay. I think we have everything. I wish it wasn't raining. I'm actually worried that the eggs are going to be counted as cold because it's raining. Over here, let's grab the chicken so that we can feed these guys. Let me see if I place one of these out in the rain, because I can pick it back up. It does count as warm. Okay. Then let's do this. Let's get our Sarcosuchuses in here. We don't need this anymore. How does this look on the mini-map? Oh, wait. Why does it look so good on the mini-map? Oh, no. This might be one of my best enclosures. I genuinely really like it. Now we need, like, paths and, as I said, atmospheric things like benches, picnic tables, trash cans. More buildings, just like small shops and stuff as well. Okay. 2 Sarcosuchus eggs right here at the edge of the water. Okay, so... Oh, but they're not in direct sunlight. If I do this... No, it's cold! Why did it... What if I'm like out here? Okay, it's warm out here. It's warm out here. So, is it warm right here? No. It's not. What? Okay. Direct to the sky, and it is warm. Okay. Direct to the sky. Warm! There we go. Alright. We have 2 Sarcosuchus eggs cooking up here. These are already spreading a lot, actually, which is good to see. They aren't needed. Like, they're not going to be eaten. So I'm not too worried about these hatching before those are stable. Because they're just going to cover everything and make it feel more tropical. Maybe I should have thrown in some flowers. I don't know. Oh, I didn't put in the rocks. Ah, I didn't put in the rocks. You know what, though? I'm not gonna put in the rocks today. I'm not gonna put in the rocks today. I don't think I am. I don't think I'm gonna put in the rocks today, because we're on track for a pretty reasonably length episode. I mean, it's over 40 minutes, but a relatively reasonably lengthed episode compared to some of the other ones that we've been doing. So, yeah, those rocks, they're just... I'll put them in off camera. Or do them next video, I don't know. But, you know, they will be added in. Because I think they'll add a lot to it. Just a couple of rocks just to break up the sort of flat texture that's going on in there. Because it is just the two tones and a touch of gravel. And I think that would look much better if instead of just those two tones we had a couple other shades of gray just acting as little boulders and stuff. I think that'd be fun. Waiting on these guys to hatch. Come on. 83. 79. I don't know if I have to tame these guys or not, so I'm going to try and be close to the eggs when they hatch. Because if you're near... There's a couple methods of taming. And it depends on if these are apex predators or not, for if we need the scarab gem. And there's one easy way to find out. We might need a scarab gem. Okay, so we got a female and a male. Convenient. Carnivorous piscivore, also convenient. Unfortunately, I don't think anything's gonna spawn in there, but... Oh, where's the other one? Already lost her. You're sliding! Yeah, apparently the grass is wet. Where are they? Where's the other one? Okay, already trying to escape. It's a goofy little walk. I kinda love it. Look at that! And they are really trying... You're laying while you jump. You're being so lazy. Come on. How hungry are you? No, you're full. You're full. You're good. Max population is 15. There is no way that that's right. There's no world that 15 are fitting in this enclosure. She's swimming. I want to see how it looks from the outside. I want to see how the swimming looks. And then we'll do the outro. Oh. Look at that! Hold on. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I'm so sorry, I hit the wrong button. What did I do? I hit the wrong button. I know what I did. Look at this. Oh my goodness. That is actually... I really like that. I really like that. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you have an amazing day. And goodbye.